So, welcome back, everybody. Today, we're diving deep, really deep, into something, well, kind of personal. This feeling, like sometimes you just want to shut the whole world out
Yeah.
and just like surround yourself with things that are, I don't know, just beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Just beautiful, right?
Sure.
So, we're going to be exploring these kind of like personal worlds that we make, these spaces filled with all this stuff we love
Right.
that makes us feel, well, I guess, alive.
Absolutely.
And we found this piece of writing that kind of just sums it all up perfectly.
Okay.
It says, I feel so intensely the delights of shutting oneself up in a little world of one's own, with pictures and music and everything beautiful.
Wow. That's perfect.
Right. It's like so much feeling packed into one sentence.
Yeah. And it really gets at something deeper than just liking pretty things.
Oh, totally.
Like it's this deep need we all have, I think, to create these like havens, these curated spaces just for us in a world that can feel so chaotic.
Yeah, totally.
So unpredictable,
Yeah.
These personal spaces, they offer us the sense of order.
Okay, yeah.
Like of control
Yeah.
and self-expression too.
You get to decide what goes in.
Exactly. What stays out.
Yeah.
It's like how it all fits together.
It's almost like you're taking your like inner world and making it real.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Making it tangible.
Yeah, exactly. It's not just about the stuff, it's deeper.
Right.
It's about what it means, like the writer said, pictures and music. I'm picturing like a room full of sunlight,
Oh, yeah.
and there's a record player spinning vinyl, and the walls are just covered with art that just like speaks to you.
I love that.
But it goes way beyond that, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It totally does. I mean, think about like collectors.
Okay.
Maybe you know someone who's like obsessed with those old comic books.
Oh, yeah.
And each one is like perfectly preserved.
In those plastic sleeves?
Exactly. Or someone who's turned their balcony into this like
A garden.
yeah. This little green oasis.
In the middle of the city.
Yeah, and each object, each little thing they choose, it's like
It tells a story.
it does. It reflects a passion.
Yeah, it's like each piece is like a part of them,
Totally.
all arranged just so.
Exactly.
And, and we can't talk about this without mentioning like the whole digital world.
Right? It has.
Like our playlists, our Instagram feeds, those curated like mood boards. It's all part of this.
It is. And
Yeah.
and even beyond that, think about like virtual worlds.
Oh,
These
yeah.
online communities where people are like building and creating these whole digital spaces.
It's like they're becoming their own little worlds.
They are, and they
Yeah.
offer this sense of belonging.
Yeah.
Shared experience. It's really cool.
It's like those third spaces we've talked about before.
Exactly.
Like those places beyond home and work. But now it's online. Here's the thing that I keep thinking about, though.
Okay.
With all this connection, all this tech, is it actually making it harder to, like, disconnect?
That's a good question.
Even in our carefully curated worlds,
Right.
the notifications keep coming. The pressure's always there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, is this retreat into our personal spaces? Is it a good way to cope? Or are we just bringing the chaos in with us?
I think that's the big question, isn't it?
Get it?
It's all about like finding that balance.
Right.
Because on the one hand, these spaces can be a real escape.
Yeah, to recharge.
Exactly. To reconnect with what matters.
Like, there's a reason why, like mindfulness and stuff, they always talk about creating a peaceful environment.
Right.
It's like it quiets your mind.
It does.
But you're right. There's that danger of it becoming like avoidance.
Totally.
So like, when does seeking comfort in your little world become a bad thing? If you're never dealing with the messiness of the real world, I mean, are you really living?
That's where it gets really interesting.
It does.
Because even those messy parts of life, the hard stuff,
Yeah.
they help us grow.
And they make us who we are.
Exactly. So I think the key takeaway here for everyone listening is that these personal spaces, they should be sources of strength.
Okay.
Not fortresses that shut the world out.
They should empower you.
Yes, inspire you, give you that space to process.
And then come back to the world stronger.
Exactly. Think of it like a beautiful garden.
Okay.
You wouldn't just stay in there forever, right?
Yes.
You'd want to share the flowers.
Yeah.
Maybe even plant some seeds somewhere new.
I love that. That's beautiful.
Things.
So it's not about escaping. It's about finding that balance. that flow between retreating and engaging.
Yeah.
It's about taking what we build in our own little worlds and letting it like ripple out into the world.
Ah, I like that.
And that leads me to a question for you, dear listener.
Okay.
What does your ideal little world look like? Is it a real space, a digital one, or maybe a little bit of both?
Right.
But more importantly, how does it help you live a richer, more meaningful life?
That's a great question.
It is. It's something to think about as we wrap up today's deep dive.
For sure.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, everyone.
See you next time.
Bye.